This is Queen and King of the Court.
We love it! Two blockers are better than one. Can you believe it? The last play, the crowd are on their feet and it's over! The heartbreak is over!
London calling, and let's welcome the royal family back in the south heart of this lovely city here at Crystal Palace. We're back on track at the Crystal Palace Sports Center. Not just myself, who is so excited to welcome my guests and brothers in crime. An Olympic champion first, Rich Lambourne, a London Olympic champion.
No.
We're going to talk about that later. And Lewie Lett, who actually grew up close to here, who has spent so many hours in this Olympic sand, in this arena. And I have not seen you many times very emotional, but this morning I walked into the sports center and it was like there was something with you where you have not been as funny as you usually are. You were emotionally touched.
Yeah. It's cool to be back.
And make this alive. What does it mean to you to have Queen and King of the Court back here in London at this specific time, short before Christmas?
It's a great question. I mean, first of all, I don't know if I'm ever growing up in any sense of that sort of phrase, but yeah, I mean, my family are just over there on the right-hand side, so that's a real nice thing that I don't get very often, is come to work and have your family there. But I grew up just outside of this sports centre, and 7 happy years here, so a lot of people I know. And also, I think we should make a quick note, Richie, that this is a very special day and a special event for this man, because 13 years ago, you won the gold medal in this city. So you can talk about it being special for me being here, but I'm going to throw it back to you, because, I mean, it must have been special for you to win the Olympic gold, and every time you come to London, you must be cleaning that medal the night before you come here.
Yeah, that's what I do every Sunday, you know.
Yeah, I know, I've seen it. He sits there and cleans the medal all the time.
No, but yeah, for sure. It's very, very special. It always sticks to you when you talk about that city where you have probably accomplished the biggest success. And yeah, but I mean, London is so, in the last years, not on the map of beach volleyball, to be honest, and bringing the best players back over here lifts up the atmosphere, and like we've read so many news about that, especially players are so happy to play against the best teams in the world and show that beach volleyball is having a potential in this city.
Honestly, the connection for beach volleyball in London is huge. There's multiple clubs. Deep Dish is just behind us. I mean, there's people I know everywhere here. So these three here play in a community at Flaming Six. There's a big indoor volleyball culture. There's a big beach volleyball culture. And I feel like they watch everything. So when it comes to be here, they're just ready to come and support. And I think give this 3 or 4 more years, and I think we've got another Utrecht on the horizon. I think we could have it this weekend. It's unbelievable. I don't know what you think. You've obviously played the Olympic Games here as well, but there's a feeling for a qualifier and an opening day that there's a buzz about it.
Yeah, I think to add to your point about it being huge in this London community, a lot of our commentators for the sport, indoor and on the beach, are from this country, right? And so there is that pretty solid connection, I think, to the sport. So it's great to be here. I didn't have quite the experience in the Olympic Games that you did here, but it's still a very special city to me. And yeah, it's been a long time since I've been back home.
Look at the bicep. There's nobody in the world playing right now.
We did.
Who's got a bicep like that?
Did a lot of shadowing in that picture.
Did you go to the gym like pre-match and just like pump some biceps?
A lot of push-ups backstage.
Yeah, push-ups before you went out. I'm playing in front of the whole world. Get a pump on. Fair play.
It's nice to be back.
But
it's great to have you here.
There's one thing that brings us a little bit closer to beach volleyball, and I really like the joking, and you probably have that later on live stream as well. But I mean, the sand, the Olympic Games have been taking place at the Horse Guards Parade. That is still alive, and actually we have something of that, a tiny piece of that Olympic sand, which is very special for me. But you know that actually outside of this we have some. 4 beach volleyball courts which are filled up with that Olympic sand, and you always did your trainings when you've been coaching around here on that Olympic sand. And there's one story that actually some of this Olympic sand is also in here tonight, because
I always get scared when he says he's got a story about me living in this
no,
place.
No, but may you just, we know that, but it has been such a tough task to fill all that sand in here. May you just tell us how that worked in a night shift of not more than 36 hours?
I think it took 36 hours, right? 36 to 48 hours. They brought it in with wheelbarrows. So they've brought the sand, they brought it in with wheelbarrows. And I mean, it looks phenomenal. I mean, this Crystal Palace Centre, over the years, it's held some iconic sort of athletic meetings. It's held some big moments, and I'm just so impressed with how they've made this look. I mean, fair play. Knowing this centre so well, I just never thought it would scrub up like this. It's phenomenal, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's interesting having not seen it before this. This looks like it fits perfectly, right?
Yeah, it really
And
does.
so we have to applaud the work of Sportworks and everybody that put this together, because no heavy machinery being allowed inside makes it really quite the manual labor undertaking.
Yeah, there's a good video that you fans could probably look it up on our Instagram accounts, where these wheelbarrows had to fill in, and then on the very last minute they realized the sand isn't enough, so we actually had to steal some of the Olympic sand. And I heard it's actually from our vision, it's on the far right corner. So the left side player on the Queen and King side is getting that Olympic push.
Did it feel familiar? Did you go and have a little walk on it? Yeah, look.
I touched it, and
Yeah.
if you touch it, you can.
I mean, mate, this sand's been in my shower for the last 7 years after training. Like,
Okay.
I've been out there loads.
So you like
especially
me
with
doing
you, but
that?
like, yeah, this is every day for me. But yeah, I mean, I got a question for you, JB. Like,
for it.
what's the first thing when you think of London, and you think about Horse Guards Parade? Like, how were those feelings going out for the Olympic final? Like, the magnitude of the moment that was coming, and probably you can answer this as well with your experience, but it must have been unbelievable.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'm not very good in remembering things, but when it becomes...
Really?
No, it's yeah, you know me. No, but when it becomes emotional, I have some kind of memories for sure. And what I remember quite well is that the color setting of the Olympics with that purple, like, really nice color, I very much liked it. And I remember when you play an Olympic final, you already have played 95% of the work of the matches and plays that you had to go until then. So that is also back in your memories. But I always, when I hear London, wherever, in the news or something is attached to London, it always shows up for me in a different branding. So I'm very, very happy to have won that medal over here, because it's also a nice city where you can travel to, where you spend the weekend. I made a nice trip with our announcer Fabian to Manchester first. We watched a soccer match. My club did quite well.
Yeah,
and then
Man City.
Then we headed over to London and did some tourist stuff to Trafalgar Square, Horse Guards Parade,
Cool, huh?
and that.
So you went and visited Horse Guards as well?
it is a nice city, and when you have that background of being an Olympic champion, won that at the Horse Guards Parade, it's quite cool to come back, I must say.
It's great to have you back. I was, you know this anyway, but I was a fan with these guys watching that game. So it's a bit of a full circle moment in a lot of ways to be here. And yeah, I was watching.
And that is a very funny story, because I've seen that photo, which we also all like to show the fans, that the Bello brothers have been really, really young kids. And it immediately makes...
who's that guy?
That's a young kid as well, but here it is. I mean,
That's a
cute
JB I
are these?
remember.
How cute are these three boys? And it feels like grandpa is talking because I followed these boys not since that age, but this is also something that I must say I'm very proud of. It's not just that you actually have won something in your career, but when it comes to that you made some kind of impact to others who then got their period ongoing. Because you never own the sport. You can just do good in your period where you are good.
But a custodian.
If that lasts, and if just their career is a bit influenced in a positive way because they watch the Olympics in their country, that is something where I say that goes bigger than the sport and also bigger than your own achievement. That's why I'm so happy seeing these young boys, and later on seeing these young boys playing here in their home crowd.
Feel the same about Beijing whenever you hear that?
Yeah, I was just thinking, I'm not great at remembering stuff either, but I think what stands out and what lingers, I guess, what stays with you is kind of the emotion of it, right? Like you're saying, just the mention of London stirs up emotion. And I think it's that same way. And, what you're talking about, influencing the younger generation, they're going to remember not the specifics of that meeting maybe, but the feeling they got from meeting their hero, the Olympic champion, whatever it was. I think that's what's good about these events too. There's not Olympic points on the line or anything, but like the feeling around these and the music blaring and just, I don't know, the vibe between all the players, I think is really what stands out.
Everything's really accessible here as well, isn't it? I feel like
the crowd interaction.
You can get a bit of JB time. You can go up to the athletes, and everybody's really sort of open.
Yep. Brings us closer to the action. I mean, right behind you, I think we are perfectly protected by not get hit it here. But the lineup, first 45-minute stage, which we are looking for, is like filled up with some Olympic athletes, some combinations which we haven't seen before. Maybe you talk us through what to expect in the next 45 minutes and also give us a short roundup of the format for the next 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, it's an incredibly exciting format. If you haven't seen it before, I mean, I'm hoping that a lot of people watching have seen it before, but it's beach volleyball against the clock. And we're at our regular sort of format where we lose the last place teams in the opening round, which is always a fun one, right?
Yeah, it is. It's the normal format where if you're fourth and fifth place, meaning you fail to get the most amount of points, you end up in a playoff tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So you're
winner goes through to the final as well, straight through.
Right, exactly right. And I think this opening round is going to be pretty stacked on the ladies' side. You got both Dutch teams in there, or two of the Dutch teams anyways. Corinne and Chloe are always pretty good in this format from the United States.
And you can see that there's Taliqua Clancy as well, obviously Olympic silver medalist playing with Steffi Feyesh. And I like Feyesh. Like she'll be new to this format, but she's a bit more like she's been playing with Jana Taliqua Clancy, who's obviously she's very physical. But I like Steph. She's a bit more of the M-face sort of mold of scrapping, digging a lot of balls, not making many mistakes, plays with her heart on her sleeve a little bit. So I'm interested to see how that pair go, because I think they're going to mesh really well together for their first time. But I'm with you. We've also got Quiggle, Loreen. Yeah. They've had some great outings as well.
Indeed.
Yeah, Clancy. I mean, when I see you showing up at the events, I always feel very, very sad that you have that jet lag thing and you come from Southern California over here, and I always feel like, oh, that guy must be in the middle of the night and we have our meetings, and why don't we just skip him and give him some hours of sleep? Yeah, we should do that. But then Clancy comes all the way from Australia with that, like, World Championships played in your home country. Like, could that be a factor? But what do you expect about her performance? I know that she's having a celebration of a wedding close to our event the next days, so it fits perfectly into her schedule. But I mean, traveling from Australia over here is kind of a big factor, isn't it?
Yeah, traveling Australia anywhere, so it's a pain, isn't it? Like it's not the easiest or the most accessible country to get to. I think
it's a lovely country.
Yeah,
just
amazing,
if you come from Europe, it's quite far.
I actually think she'll be feeling some rhythm. I mean, if you look down, I would suggest that the people that played in the World Championships would come here with a little bit more of a competitive edge. Some others have probably done well for the rest, but
yeah, they've played deep into the year, right? I mean, we have to look at on the men's side. I know we're on the Tio Rotar train after
we are on the
his
Tio Rotar
performance in Adelaide just a few weeks ago, getting a bronze medal there with Arnaud. I mean, that was fantastic stuff, and he's been big in this format before.
Yeah.
And I look for he and Calvin to be hard to beat here.
Yeah.
So if I ask you for your favorites, would that be on the men's side your favorite, who you would pick to win that title?
I'm going there.
I'm going there too.
I'm going there too.
I mean, you can think about this format, right? Calvin IA, if he makes a dig, there's a high chance he's going to put it away. Tio's going to make his blocks. Side out, I mean, they both hit angles. Like they're both, if they pass well, I think maybe the question mark would be, in here, will they be able to hold their pass? Like the ball inside's probably doing a lot more. It's quite warm in here, right? We're here in t-shirts, so it's going to be interesting to see the serve pass battle. If they can hold that, they're going to be pretty well fancied, I think.
Yep.
And then be good on your fantasy league team too, because you got to think Theo's going to get a lot of blocks.
I think so too.
And remember, indoors, the ball is floating. It's definitely a service factor over here, but you probably talk us through about the details. Let's have a pick on the women's side. Who would you then pick for being queens here in London?
I pick any team that Katja Stam's on. We love her, of course. She was one of our members in the booth in Utrecht earlier in the year, and she's just, it's nice to see her back out on the court. I'm going to go with her.
You're going to go there? Yeah. That's a great shot. I mean, obviously having the back injuries, but coming back, as you said, I'm going to go, I think T. Clancy's due one. I think she's played 4. I don't think she's got anywhere near the results that her ability sort of shows week in, week out on the World Tour. I think her and Faye will play without any pressure and enjoy it. And I think they'll be there or thereabouts.
Cool.
Could be anyone though.
Good.
I'll go back to sitting on the fence now if you want.
No. You will talk us through the next days. So my pick then would actually, maybe that's a new thing. I would not pick a German team. I would pick Loreen and Corinne as well as my favorites. And let's see how that ends up tomorrow night.
I mean, you can't go against Corinne Quiggle, can you really?
No,
because,
you can't.
Like, she's so experienced now in this format. She understands when to be patient, when to push a little bit harder, and she has that win with MJ earlier on in the year as well. So
great. Gentlemen, I give you some time to breathe because you have to go all the way to your commentary booth. It's great to have you here. I'm so happy to have you in my ear for the next hours and the next 2 days. So take a short rest. You guys, get some drinks, get yourself ready, and then it's a call for action here in London Crystal Palace Sports Centre. Can't wait for the show to start. Thanks so much for listening and tuning in, and see you in a bit. Thank you.